What's good, y'all? It's your boy Paragon back here with another video. Um, so we're gonna be reacting to uh this video. Basically, it's black libertarians versus black conservatives. Um, so we're gonna try to just see what this video entails, man. Like, comment, and subscribe before anything y'all do, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so y'all can be updated on all the latest videos I post. You know what I mean? Just give this videos a thumbs up, so you know what I mean. So I could be in that. Try to get into that algorithm. You know what I mean? Just so give this video a thumbs up, please, please, please. Like it. Show like, comment down below. Tell me what you thought of on this video. Tell me what's your views on this video. I like to hear from y'all. You know what I mean. And I'm always here, and I'll be typing away. So I'm back at you with a quick one. So I'm just gonna get right into this video, y'all. Let's see. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Hey guys, I'm Michael.
I'm Evan.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Middle Ground.
After the episode, please stick around for a word from our sponsor, Skillshare. Learn how to get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free and hear about one of the courses that is keeping me sane during my time in self-isolation.
I'm glad it's keeping you sane, Evan.
It is. I like it. All right.
Oh, that was awkward. Enjoy the episode.
Obama was a representation of something important.
Obama didn't do anything but an abomination to us, to this whole nation.
Yo,
What's the biggest misconception black liberals have about you?
That we are self-hating, we hate our mom, we hate our dad, we don't know history.
We're out of touch, is that we don't have any real world experiences.
We don't really know what we're doing.
What is a misconception black conservative people have about you?
probably that I have no moral character.
I believe in chaos and anarchy.
And you don't.
No, I believe in the rule of law. I literally cannot comprehend the notion of anyone being American and black and having conservative views.
When you're online behind the screen, behind the black mirror, you can say pretty much whatever you want, do whatever you want, but when you're right here, you gotta be a little bit more human.
My name is Kevin Martin. I'm a business consultant. I was born and raised in Pennsylvania, born into and raised in a conservative household, and I'm still conservative.
My name is Xavier. I'm born and raised Los Angeles. I'm liberal.
Hi, I'm Elisa. I'm definitely as far left as one can walk.
I'm Anthony Logan. I'm from Virginia originally. Grew up in a socially conservative household, but very politically liberal. I'm conservative now, and I'm looking forward to hearing all you guys' point of view.
My name is Lady Kate Barelle. I am a conservative Republican.
All right, can I get my black lip?
Wow, so there's only like 2 liberals in this whole thing. So let's see how this is gonna go.
Liberals on the left and my black conservatives on the right.
Say that again.
Liberals on the left, conservatives to the right.
Say that again.
If you agree with the prompt, you'll walk forward. If not, you'll stay back. People need to get over slavery.
What? Bruh. No.
All right, so I guess I started off. I mean, we all know that slavery was a terrible thing.
Yes.
It was an atrocity.
Right.
It was a human tragedy. But
Yes.
we can't just be talking about slavery every day. It ended in 1865. This is 2020. We got to press forward. Our ancestors, they went through a lot. They died for us to be able to be here right now.
Yes.
And the best country on planet Earth.
Yes.
All right. Think about it, brother, man. Slavery was abolished in 1865. Not ended. It ended 2 years after that because the people weren't free. Nobody told the black people that they were free. Let's keep on going down the timeline. We was only brought out of segregation in the 60s. So like tell me where kind of like what slavery is, and when we were, I guess when slavery was abolished, we had nothing to go on. We had nothing at all. So what did we do? The same people that we were over here picking cottons for, our ancestors were picking cotton for, they said we're going to pay you cents, the bare minimum, to keep doing the same work that you've been doing, being a slave, pay you cents, and you still stay here. What is that? Like, come on, man. It just turns to mental slavery, man. To be honest, man.
Take advantage of what we have right now, rather than looking in the past and saying, "Oh, well, woe was me because of slavery."
Right.
You know, there have been other groups of people in slavery all throughout the world. They can't just stay in that state. So people, a lot of times, they stay right in their place, and others are being able to pass them because mentally they've moved on, while others have not.
They constantly use slavery to put them in a victim mentality. We can't accomplish this because you enslaved my ancestors. Slaves were taught English. Slaves were taught how to become managers and secretaries and cooks and chauffeurs and how to build water tanks and all sorts of things. We're here now.
Yo, okay. All right. I really think, honestly, colonialism didn't teach us anything because we came from a society that was living and running. So I don't think we need to get over slavery. I think we need to talk about the repercussions of it, like generational trauma, like the system that exists because of it. I don't think we should use it as a crutch
There you go.
as for ambivalence, or to hold yourself back, you know what I mean? I think it is a mindset as well.
I think one of the most dangerous aspects of generational advancement is misinformation. I think a lot of young people, especially young men, especially young African American men and women, often have questions about why things are the way they are. Why do I get treated this way? Why has my mother gone through this? Or why has my grandmother gone through this? Well, it all comes down to the repercussions of slavery. And so I think that just getting over something, I think is just absolutely ridiculous. And so when I hear people say that, especially my fellow African American people and friends, I think it's ridiculous. Just getting over something as serious as that, I think just plays into the whole idea of it just didn't matter anyway.
Right.
So how long do we continue to harp on it? How long do we continue? Forever?
Well,
Do we never get over?
Or do you mean educate? Educate us.
Education is fine. That's to know history is one thing. To not get over a thing is
Use it
something
as a
else.
crutch.
You can't minimize
You can't get
slavery.
credit.
Who says that though?
But I listened to both of you, and I even thought maybe I'll stay out of this one.
No.
But the notion of ending the discussions on slavery, they haven't begun. We just got the lynching memorial in Alabama. We just got the African American Smithsonian in DC. You cannot go to Germany and walk more than a mile without seeing some sort of tribute to the Holocaust, some sort of apology, some sort of marker. The United States does not acknowledge slavery in that way. We are beginning to discuss, but we can't get over it until white folks acknowledge it.
Right.
Being black should not influence a political.
She already look at damn. She just want to be. Get the fuck out of here with this drum shit, man. What you talking about, man? Fuck out of here.
View.
But she was already fuck Trump. But she was already like, trying to step forward just to be like disagreeing with some shit.
Being black should not influence a political view.
So,
Of course not.
yeah, being black should not really influence how you think politically, because what's good for us as black folks should be the same as everybody else. It should be from the point of view of me being an American and wanting the best for me in America.
I will vote for the best person that is running. And so far it's been, in my situation, it's been Republicans, conservative Republicans.
I vote based on the issues that I care about, and the issues that I care about stem from my personal experiences. As someone that was raised in a conservative household, I have different views on certain things. I have different views on pro-life and pro-choice issues. I have different views on economic issues. I have different views on trade and foreign policy. I don't think that skin color should have anything to do with a political view.
Man, I don't think your skin color should say whether you're Democrat or Republican, but I think what we all should vote for as black people is not Democrat or Republican. We should have, something to where another party, to be honest, that's not run by like some hierarchy and being paid by all these other, individuals. I think we need something like a standard bearer, you know what I mean, that is a wake up call for this nation, and just not okay, we are silencing, you, or okay, yeah, here, have this and shut up. You know what I mean? We don't need any more of that. We need our reparations. That's what we need. You know what I mean? We need to be on that side of the fence more than anything.
I would say I definitely don't vote for candidates just because they're black. Ben Carson could never get my vote. However, I do feel very much a part of a group. I feel like I have a shared history with black people and descendants of slaves in this country. And so I do not vote just based on what's okay for me.
I think people should vote for what's in the best interest of them. And I don't think that skin color should dictate on what your interest should be based on skin color.
Did you ever vote your religious belief?
Yes.
On abortion?
Have I ever voted my religious beliefs on abortion?
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
And what's your religious belief on abortion?
We're not even talking about abortion. It's nothing to do with this conversation.
It's black.
We have nothing to do with this conversation.
The majority of abortions are done to the black race.
Well, I
So,
want to ask you.
you should
You
be
said
interested in answering that question.
Really quick, I want to ask you because you said you wanted to leave slavery behind. You wanted
Yeah.
to get over it, but
I didn't say forget it. Yeah.
You said to get over it. I'm saying
Get over it. Let's not forget it.
You're a
And
Christian.
I still say teach it.
You're a Christian,
Yes, I am.
and where do you think we got that?
Got what?
Christianity.
Christianity goes all the way back to the beginning of time.
So where did we learn it though?
Where we learned it? Well, the Egyptians had religions. The Jewish taught
No,
religion.
where
You
did
mean
the
in
African
America?
diaspora?
In America.
Your lineage, yeah. Slavery, right?
They learned it from slavery.
From slavery, right.
Slaves also brought
We gotta get
religion
over
with
it.
them when they came, so it was a mixture of everybody's religion.
No,
But
just on the
they
Bible.
learned how to read. So what they learned how to read was the Holy Bible.
Well, we knew.
And either you're gonna believe the
This lady is like all over the place, man.
Holy
We knew
Bible,
how
or
to
you're
read.
not.
We knew how to read.
I believe you know how to read Arabic, what? Because it wasn't English. That's my saying. I'm in America now. Everybody should speak English.
Is that a hot take? Damn, we gotta speak English in America.
I support the Black Lives Matter movement.
100%. All of y'all should go over there, because if you don't, that means you don't support yourself. Stupid. I'm just sorry. All right, come on.
Well, I am a public defender for 17 years. I work in the criminal justice.
I had a feeling that was the same lady from the last video that I just put up. So it's the same lady.
Justice system. I see a lot of the behind the scenes when it comes to police brutality. So I'm a strong Black Lives Matter supporter.
Grew up in Compton. My parents were born and raised there. Even as a child, when they had the riots for Rodney King, we had to move to Hampton. Yeah, it was something that, it was the first time I knew that it was wrong, the way they police, how they police the towns. It was the first time I got a sense of injustice.
I'm just interested, since you identify as conservative, I was surprised to see you come over and how that lines up with your political views, or maybe just what your definition of conservative is.
Since the movement started, I've been torn for far too long. We've had the police on the right, and we've had Black lives, the African American community and the Black community on the left, and it's just constant fighting. And so I support the movement. I support the agenda. I support the mission. I just have not always supported the way that mission agenda was being carried out.
Oh my God, you do not get playtime with me. What do you think the hell out of here?
I agree with the fact that Black lives do matter. I think we all agree on that. That's something that nobody's going to deny. But it's the tactics. I don't like the tactics. I mean, I saw it in 2015, the Freddie Gray situation, also with Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. You burning neighborhoods down, you're tearing things apart.
I have people who will say, well, the percentage of blacks that are being killed is high. And I said, where'd you get that from? Well, we see it on TV all the time. But the ones who are not shown on television is in a much higher bracket of being shot quicker than a black man would. And that's shown with the FBI statistics.
Black Lives Matter as an organization is about peaceful protest and is about bringing awareness. There's no Black Lives Matter organizer who's ever looted a CVS. There's no Black Lives Matter organizer who has ever advocated for violence. So in terms of saying, look, I see somebody black on the TV who is upset about the murder of a young black male, that's not the same as saying Black Lives Matter is therefore responsible.
Right.
Likewise, I'm not.
Right, because not everybody that's in the crowd is just like a Black Lives Matter spokesperson or something like that. Not every situation coincides with what's happening. So people are angry, people are frustrated, and they are in these communities. They're not activists. They're not any of that. So then you see a lot of what happens playing out in the streets, but then you got all like types of different crowds that come in and from different states and stuff like that to cause havoc just for that purpose, and normally they're not black.
Not sure which FBI statistics, but African American men are definitely the most killed by police. It's a very specific statistic. Police aren't killing white folks like that.
We can't just leave it there and say, well, we're being killed more, therefore it's a problem with race. Why are we being killed more by the police? Is there
because we're over-policed.
What does
There's more police in our communities.
What does that mean?
It means that the ratio, the number of police at any given time where I live, I'm going to see police officers every hour. I'm going to see patrol vehicles in a way that I don't see when I'm in predominantly white neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Statistically,
True.
And this is actually my line of research, black youth are seen as 4 to 5 years older. We're seen as scary, we're seen as intimidating. So that's why you see situations like Tamir Rice. You see police reacting quickly with lethal force because
he had a gun. Looked like it was real though,
He was, but there was no one.
Come on, man.
There. Let's say he had a real gun. Why couldn't the police say stop? He was killed in less than 15 seconds, a 12-year-old boy.
But he was pointing it
with a BB
people.
gun. No, he was not.
Like when I had a BB gun when I was that age, and it looked real too. And my parents told me, do not go outside with that. And I'm in the all-black area. Do not go outside with that and point it at people because it looked real. And why do you think they did that?
Hopefully because they recognize that as a black boy, you're going to be targeted.
Right. You could do a whole podcast on that one right there. I mean, I wanted to go in.
Barack Obama did good things for black Americans.
Obama didn't do much for Black Americans or for Americans in general. But what he did do was one very important thing that I gotta give him credit for. And that was to say that you can be Black and be the president of the United States. This whole excuse of, well, I can't do anything because I'm Black and slavery, I'm not trying to hear it no more. You had the first Black president, the Black wife, the Black kids, all that good stuff for 2 terms. Not once, it wasn't a fluke, 2 terms.
This guy's oh my God.
Obama has done more damage to the African American race than any of the other presidents. He came into the presidency lying. He lied to our faces to get elected. Then once in, he disavowed. He just forgot about the blacks, first of all of us. Obama didn't do anything but an abomination to us, to this whole nation.
Yo,
Right, like, come on, man. Somebody tell it, please. Say something, man.
I mean, I agree with what you said. You know, he did a lot of damage. And the main thing that I remember from his term was when he had Black Lives Matter in the White House while Ferguson was happening, while it was happening. Hey, you guys are doing a great job out there.
Whoa.
You guys are doing fantastic. Didn't say, hey, tone down the rhetoric a little bit maybe because you got some problems. Nope, you guys are doing a great job. Keep on going.
So Obama was a representation of something important, but also I think the whole thing is a big puppet show. And you know, I wasn't really sure.
Amen, brother.
I'm never really sure what's going on behind the scenes, so we don't know what kind of deals are being made.
I do think that there was people that benefited from some policies that Obama put in place.
Homosexuals.
And I also believe that there were
She's just violent.
people that did not benefit. And so I think that there are obviously good things about the Obama presidency. And
she acting like Trump, man. What the hell, man? You don't sit up there and act like this man, man.
There's things that I disagree with the Obama presidency.
We gotta educate you, young brother.
Educate me?
Yes.
Did you go to college?
Yes.
He like, you sure about that?
Where'd you go?
Southern University in Pepperdine.
What do you study?
Political science, law enforcement, social studies. Social studies is what I teach in social science, masters.
It shows.
The Black community should accept LGBTQ plus rights.
He's young. The guy is I would say.
I am not only a philosophical conservative, but I'm also a religious conservative. And I believe that God made everyone in his image. And I also believe that we as Christians aren't people to judge. And so who are we, or who is anyone, to deny someone their rights as a person based off of what their sexual orientation is, or how they identify, or the lifestyle that they choose to live?
Right.
You know.
Right. Nobody can tell nobody should be able to tell somebody else what they should be doing with their own life, basically. Like, fuck out of here.
I'm a part of the LGBT community. I'm transgender, so I was born female, now present male and male. Yeah, it was an interesting road, even getting my family to understand, you know, who I was at times. So I think it was like they didn't want me, for lack of better terms, to have another cross to bear, which was what they felt like it was another burden or a condition that would make me less than. But really, intrinsically, like, we're all worthy.
Okay, human rights is one thing. Sexual rights is a whole nother thing. The majority of the Black community are religious. When it goes against their beliefs, no, it shouldn't happen. And gluttony is part of the human race. People glutton too much. And LGBTXYZ, whatever, they're gluttoned.
All right, now my viewpoint on the thing about LGBT rights, what are we talking about exactly? I want to be very specific with this particular thing because when I hear that, I'm thinking about Dwayne Wade's son. He's 12 years old. Do you think a 12-year-old boy should be able to call himself transgender? Is that what we're going to do? Do we think that we should have 4- and 5-year-old children on puberty blockers, hormone blockers, because they think at that age they're transgender? You can't even get a tattoo under the age of 18. You can't smoke cigarettes. You can't drink beer. If somebody wants to be gay, trans, whatever, as an adult, that's fine. My uncle, my favorite uncle, died at age, was gay. That was my dog, 100%. If you're gay, that's your business. I don't care. That's you. That's not me. That's you. When we're talking about LGBT rights, what do we mean?
I mean, I think it's the right to exist. Dwayne Wade's daughter knows exactly who she is, and
12.
And she doesn't.
right, and there's definitely research that says that, you know, anybody under 25 years old, that your brain is not fully formed.
Thing is, I knew when I was small, right? As soon as I could talk, I was pretty much telling my parents, like, these were the things that I was feeling and what I knew about myself. You know, when you start to self-actualize, you start that at that age. You start at the early ages. So if you look at, like, psychosomatics of children, they start to voice and self-actualize in toddler stages. We're just saying, opening it up. If they're voicing themselves, okay, you're voicing yourself, and as a parent, I just give you a platform to flourish and bloom as you do. And then when you're an adult, if that's the decision the parent wants to make, you can do what you want, sure. That's the decision my parents said.
But you kind of say what he said.
So you kind of like on the same page with me. Like
This is what my parents did. You do what you want when you're out of the house. But the thing is, if I had if my parents had the resources and the education that they do now, they would have probably allowed me to. They would have offered me a decision that would have helped me, you know, live my life.
But you can't say that because it didn't happen.
It didn't, but it can now, because we have
There's a
those resources
possibility?
now. We have those resources now.
You think they
would have
would?
been, yeah. If they had the resources that they have now, definitely. All you gotta do is listen. You just listen.
I have felt excluded from the black community.
Probably the first aspect of being excluded from the black community is by the way I talk. So I was adopted to a Caucasian family. I was raised around in a completely different culture than what most African American people are raised in or around. Where the black community is saying, look, you don't believe like us, you don't think like us, you don't vote like us, and so you're not one of us.
I felt excluded as well, you know, with the queerness, transness, you know, when people get to know me and learn that, then they're just like, I can't be doing all that gay shit, blah, blah. Like, you hear a lot of different stuff, you know. Being anything doesn't make you any less black.
Just by being conservative, friends that I had coming up in the black community.
This dude talk loud as hell, I'll tell you that much. Every time you can, just plug me in.
People that I know from just being out and around in Virginia, some of them kind of turn their back on you, or you want to support Trump, you hate black folks, all this, that, and the third. Now I feel like some of that's kind of going away, because a person like me being a black Trump supporter is less of a novelty at this particular point. Now it's kind of like a normal thing. But we're not all the same, you know, we're not monolith. Everybody have their own, we are our own people.
We're a diverse group of people. I mean, and I play hockey. So a lot of people are like, man, black people don't do that, man.
We do everything.
Come on, man. Black people don't do that. I'm like, hey, man, black people do
what we
everything,
can't do, man.
So-
We do it all.
Come on, man. That's the third one. No, bruh.
I've never been outside of or excluded from my race. I'm cool with everybody in my race, and I'm cool with everybody in other races. I ran for political office. I've been member of Park Mesa Heights Neighborhood Council.
Did you win?
I did.
Good.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I represented Hyatt Park.
I wanted to say something. Even though I have felt excluded before, black people in my life have been the most welcoming, loving, giving people that I witnessed, you know, regardless of, you know, my background as well. So there's been two ends of the spectrum for sure.
The reason why I came here all the way from Pennsylvania to do this is to show the world that all of us, regardless of our skin color or the way we think politically, We are so diverse. We're so diverse. Just because I identify as a conservative doesn't mean I'm agree with you or agree with you. Just because you identify as a liberal doesn't mean you're going to disagree with me on everything. We found ourselves agreeing with a lot today.
Common ground is our...
It's called middle ground.
Right, middle ground. Yeah. But
That's it for today.
Nice meeting you all.
But yo, man, that was a dope video. I like, I don't know, I like Jubilee's videos. But you know, these ads of Trump need to get the hell up out of my shit. To be honest with you, fuck out of here. Let's get that out of here. You feel me? We don't need none of that bullshit. But dope video. Like, comment, subscribe. About to be posting another one up for y'all today.